Well, ladies and gentlemen, there is Mr. Kennedy, bearing the war wounds of 2 matches against Batista. But he's won 2 of them. Can he go 3-0 against Batista? Kennedy versus Batista. Next.
Mr. Kennedy!
Welcome back to SmackDown. Mr. Kennedy on his way to the ring, yet to do battle again here tonight with the Animal Batista. The stud out of Green Bay.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Approaching the ring from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing at 200.
Ladies and gentlemen, I weigh in tonight at 235 pounds. I hail from Green Bay, Wisconsin, Mr. Kennedy!
Here it comes.
Kennedy!
From Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, Batista!
Over 17,000 SmackDown fans on their feet for the Animal. But Marco, they don't get to get in the ring against Kennedy. Batista has to, and he's 0-2 right now against him. Well, JBL is right. Mr. Kennedy is 2-0 against Batista, albeit via disqualification and countout. But let's look at the 2 individuals. Who's the man bandaged up? Who's the man that needed 20 stitches to close a cut in his that exposed his skull at the Great American Bash? That would be Mr. Kennedy, who looks worse for wear despite being 2-0. Who's undefeated right now against the other? And who? Batista has not won a match since his comeback. So Batista, the Animal, who had his eyes set on Mark Henry for 6 months. Mark Henry tearing the triceps of Batista, but Henry got hurt himself before they could have their bash at the Great American Bash. He shouldn't have overlooked Kennedy, though. Kennedy, what you have in Kennedy's hand right there, look closely, look closely. That's Batista's number. He's got Batista's number. Batista backing Mr. Kennedy into the corner. Kennedy, after Batista looked for a clean break, delivered a cheap shot. Don't know how many of them you're going to get away with when it comes to the Animal. Something when Batista enters an arena in a match, JBL, a certain electricity, an atmosphere comes over the SmackDown fans. They love this guy. Undoubtedly, Batista is one of the loved SmackDown stars we have. The problem is Batista had his eyes set on Mark Henry. Mark Henry destroyed him. He came back. He overlooked Mr. Kennedy, the rising stud on SmackDown. And Mr. Kennedy has taken him to the woodshed twice in a row. So what does Batista have to do to get off this mini schneid, so to speak? Batista's got to get his Animal back. Look, I wrestled Batista. I know him as well as anybody in this company knows him. He's got to unleash the Animal, and so far Batista has been incapable. Batista delivering the shoulders to the gut of Mr. Kennedy. Kennedy feeling it in the corner. Batista, former world champion, sends Kennedy across the ring. Look, Michael, Batista is also, the problem he made is, he set his mind, he set his sight for Mark Henry, and in the meantime, Mr. Kennedy simply has his number. Now, despite the fact Mr. Kennedy's calling for timeout, look at what Batista's doing. Well, Batista, I believe, wasn't going to come after him because of the countout last week, but the Animal says the hell with it. And Mr. Kennedy baiting Batista out of the ring. And is Kennedy again trying to watch the referee's count to try to slip in as I believe he's biting Batista there. Kennedy was thinking. He was baiting. The entire time he's outside the ring, he's thinking. Batista is so gung-ho. Batista is so over-aggressive, so over-intense. He makes mistake after mistake. And Mr. Kennedy talking trash. Went to drive Batista off the steel post. There's the power and the strength of the animal to counter it. Uh-oh. Oh, my! Shoulder meets steel. Wow. You ask what Batista has to do to finally beat Kennedy? That right there, Michael. Batista driving Kennedy back in the ring. Kicks to the shoulder as we take another look at Batista trying to harm Kennedy.